Welcome to the 36th annual Run to the Sun in Myrtle Beach, North Carolina.
If you are a car fan, enthusiast, person, whatever you like to call yourself, you need to make the travel plans and attend this next year. It's amazing.
It was awesome, and this Camaro was just as awesome. Probably one of my favorite vehicles in the whole show.
Can't believe you were able to narrow down a
Oh yeah,
favorite.
I
It's
love
impressive.
the black on black was amazing.
Now, if you've been with us for any time, you know I'm not a fan of red cars. This is a whole lot of red to take in, but this 1960 Corvette with the white wall tires just, oh my gosh, screams to my classic car loving heart. Couldn't love it more.
There are so many cars to look at this show, so let's start taking a look. Now, when I saw the Pontiac Firebird next to the police car, I'm like, oh, this is super cool.
There was a part of me that genuinely thought this police car from a distance was the Andy Griffith car, and so I was super giddy, but then I lost a little bit of my excitement, but it was still very cool.
The Pontiac Firebird is in super good condition. Love seeing these whenever we get a chance to see them. If you are a Corvette fan, you would have loved this show because they had literally every type of Corvette there.
I will say I don't normally go for the Corvette look, but a lot of the ones here I just really, really loved, and this was definitely one of the ones I loved.
And the amount of cool classic trucks was outstanding at this show. Like, this one is awesome.
I love the ones with the wood like that. That is, oh, it's just such a pretty touch.
And the modern rims on this truck, I personally think are a nice added touch. And then this orange one with the smoke pipes, love it.
I would like for someone to tell me the point of smoke pipes because I don't know what they're for, and it's got a cool look to it, but
it's cool, it's manly. I'm sure it's more for aesthetic, but
man stuff.
man stuff, and just as classic Chevy Silverado, love it.
Oh yeah, that's a great one.
It's a super good truck.
We saw a blue one this morning. It wasn't super coach yet. It was a GT car. We was parking up at the hotel. It pulled out in front of us, and then somebody said there's a black super coach.
We got so much footage at this car show that we're going to break this video up into probably 2 or 3 parts because there's just so many cars to see and video at this car show.
Yeah, and it was just every one of them was just so incredible, and you didn't want to pass up a chance to be able to share it. They're just all so stunning.
And what was really cool about this car show, because really every car show is so different, is that most of the cars here you could tell have really been driven, and they're just not showpiece vehicles.
Yeah, these are cars that people are using is really what it looks like not as a daily grocery getter, but cars that they are actually enjoying and not just looking at and fussing if anyone touches it in the garage.
Because what was really cool as we were in Myrtle Beach for the weekend, we saw all of these cars driving around Myrtle Beach.
It was we were taken back in time. It was really the coolest thing just to see all these cars all over the place.
It was super cool.
Started filling all my parts up, and she goes, I want one. So you made me build her that one. If she got 2, I only have 1.
some car shows there's no cars for sale, and that is fine. But this one, there was a bunch for sale.
So what makes this one really cool and unique is that you can obviously go and just enjoy the cars and enjoy, the sights and sounds of the car show. But if you're in the market, you are going to have your choice of a ton of like different types of cars and variety. So like this could be the place for you to take home something awesome.
And I can't even imagine how much this Firebird would cost if it went up for sale, because this one was in top condition.
It's gonna cost a lot, I'm sure of that.
A whole lot of money. Now I'm curious what people think of the paint job on this one here.
So obviously it's done impeccably well. I am not a fan of the flames, to be honest. Like it's not a knock on the paint job because it's gorgeous.
I just think it would be tough in original, like the original condition, without the flames were great, like you said, but
I agree.
Yeah, I told him she could keep it like
now tickets for this car show cost $20, and then parking varied. There was, if you wanted to get really close, there was another $20, and then I found a lot that was fairly close by that would only cost $5 to get in. So all in, it was $20 for each of us, and then $5 for parking.
Which really, in the grand scheme, is not that bad because even some more of our more local car shows like are kind of pricey, and then by the time you add in parking and other things, and they're not nearly this big or nearly like this awesome.
This is the biggest car show I've ever been to in my entire life, and like I said, we could have easily spent the entire day at this car show.
And probably still not gotten everything on video. There's just so many awesome things.
And not if you're really spending time at each car looking at everything they had there.
Oh, the color on that car is so beautiful.
Oh, the Carolina Blue, absolutely. I would love to have a Carolina Blue classic car.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And then we're about to look at this Monte Carlo here, and I am a sucker for 80s cars, and this Monte Carlo SS is one of the best from the 80s.
You are a sucker for an 80s car. It's very interesting.
I love them. And I also love people who do like the full setup like this.
This is incredible. Like, this is commitment.
It's dedication, and I absolutely love it.
Yes.
Very good. Speaking of dedication, the people with the Scooby-Doo van definitely had it.
Oh, that is next level of commitment right there. Like all the way to the interior of how it looks. Like the paint job is just beyond phenomenal. Having the characters in the windows like that.
Yeah, absolutely. It was awesome to see, and I'm 100% sure. There's no way I'm getting into this vehicle.
I honestly don't think I'm getting into that vehicle.
And like I said, I mentioned this earlier in the video. So, like, you have all kinds of conditions of vehicles at this show. It's not just like super pristine vehicles. So, I thought that was really cool.
That is a very cool thing because again,
and your mom had this.
My mom had this car. There is a picture of my mom leaned up against it and me sitting on the hood. I have from when I was a little girl.
I wish your mom still had that car. And here we have another one for sale.
Yeah. So again, like in the ones that were for sale also ranged in like level of like, I guess, having been redone. So if like you wanted to get one to fix up for yourself, or one that only needed a few things, or one that was already good to go, like there's such a good variety here for like if you're shopping for a car.
And this is super interesting too. So they said this is a Lambo, which I heard people around the car saying there's no way this is Lambo, because I know in the past People have tried turning Fieros into Lamborghinis with Lambo kits.
I'm telling you what, I did not know that. I'd probably be a sucker.
Yeah, and so I definitely did not get the vibe of it being like a true Lamborghini. But speaking of true vehicles, this Bronco, oh, chef's kiss.
You're always a big Bronco fan.
Especially those classic Broncos for sure. And we've seen the color on this Firebird before, and I love Firebirds. I'm not a fan of that color.
I don't like that one either, but there's another beautiful Carolina blue. Oh my gosh, look at it. Let's buy that one.
I would definitely buy that one.
Perfect. Let's go get it.
And then finishing off this video, the paint job, the flames on this one, absolutely love it. One of the best looking vehicles at the show for sure. And like we said, we're gonna break this video up into a couple parts. So if you're still watching, thank you, and make sure you tune in for part 2.
Bye.